So I've not had social media for 13 months now, and there's been a benefit from not having social media that I didn't actually expect or set out to have when I deleted social media. I'm going to talk to you about that in this video today. So the reason I deleted social media was mainly to get away from all of the toxic bullshit on Instagram and on Snapchat. And the second main reason was to basically have more time to focus on the work that I wanted to do. At the time, I just set up this YouTube channel, just got into making content. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to be better on camera, how to be more productive, and I was watching a lot of Hamza self-improvement stuff, and I was really trying to grow the channel from that perspective. And I was spending way too much time on social media. I was also working really hard at the gym. This is when I was sort of at the earlier stages of my gym journey, and yeah, I was really getting into it, and just spending a lot of time on social media was really having an effect on how productive I could be. I mean, there was a time when I literally got home from work at about 4 o'clock. I usually finish work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I get home for about 4. It's about a 45-minute drive from my work to my house. And I got home, planned on going to the gym as I did every day, and I was sort of just sat on my bed, went on my phone, just, you instinctually just pull your phone out. And I started scrolling through Instagram. Instagram was my biggest crutch in terms of social media. I didn't have TikTok or anything like that, but I had Snapchat and Instagram and stuff. And I was scrolling through the reels, reel after reel after reel, bullshit memes, checking my DMs. My mates had sent me some memes and stuff like that. And I was just, before I knew it, 30, 40 minutes had gone by, and it was nearly 5 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, I know that my gym gets really busy. So my brain was then coming up with some excuses as to why I couldn't go to the gym now. You've left it too late. It's going to be too busy now. You're not going to be able to get on any of the machines you want to get on. And I just sacked it off. I didn't go to the gym that day. And it made me so annoyed at myself that I'd allowed myself to just doom scroll through social media to the point where it had an actual real world impact on me going to the gym. So that was the two main reasons I got rid of it, to get rid of the bullshit and to save time, basically, right? To have more energy and focus. But the third kind of benefit I want to go through with you today, since not being on social media for 13 months now, is kind of unexpected, and it's really positive, and it's the ability to be bored. I've talked about this before briefly, but the ability to be bored is so important in this day and age, especially with social media. I know so many guys, so many people who have social media right now. They're about my age or even younger than me, and they spend so much time on social media, they don't even have the attention span to watch a film. I was talking to one of my friends about the film Dune. I don't know if you've ever seen that film. And it's one of my favorite films. And he said, it was boring, and he couldn't get past the first 30 minutes of it. And I was like, mate, the first 30 minutes, of course it's boring. There's going to be a build up and then the payoff, right? So the film, any film you watch, has a bit of a build up, introduces you to the characters, the setting, the plot, has a build up and then a payoff, right? And if we're getting to the point now where, or if you're at the point where you're on social media and you get payoff so quick from the videos, the little shorts and TikToks that you watch where there's a little bit of a build up and then a payoff, and it's we're all done within 20 seconds, then your attention span goes down to the point where you can't even watch a film. Essentially, you can't be bored, right? You have an inability to be bored, you're itching, you're just all agitated and fidgety, and you just need to pick up your phone, or you need to go on your laptop and watch some YouTube there, or you need to do this or do that. And it's I was like that when I first deleted social media, because I was so used to being able to fill every minute of my day with content, with something to watch, something to laugh at, or something to, be amazed at. And, the thing is, with social media, there's so much different context and different things you can watch, and content that just pops up, on TikTok and stuff, random videos. You're always going to be entertained. You're never going to be bored. So when you actually delete social media like I did, you're just going to be bored. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. And now that it's been 13 months, I can quite easily be bored, right? I can just sit in front of my computer and just think. I can just think about what video should I make? One thing that I do every day is I go for a walk for an hour, or about 45 minutes to an hour. And I go on that walk. I can go on that walk without headphones. I can go on that walk. I'll take my phone with me in case of emergencies, but I don't need my phone. Not that there's any social media on there anyway to watch. And I can just walk and listen to my own thoughts and just be with myself. And that's something a lot of people can't do. They'd need to nip into the shops or something, or they need to get their phone out and go through social media, or they need to ring their friends or something. They can't have moments of silence. And what this essentially is, what being bored is is meditation, right? It's essentially just meditation. And when you don't have social media anymore, you're going to naturally become better at being bored and meditating. And a lot of people think being bored is a bad thing, right? Like boring has negative connotations. You don't want to be bored, right? But being bored is quite a good thing, especially if you're like me and you're someone who wants to be creative and wants to produce content or wants to build a business, build a brand, and make some money online and stuff like that. Like what I'm trying to do with freelancing, with my digital marketing, with the YouTube channel, with my school community, all sorts of different things. Like I'm trying to build businesses and build myself up right now in the online world so I can leave my job. Like that's my goal, right? For this year and for next year. And to do that, I have to be productive. I have to be able to output. I have to be able to think. I have to be able to focus. I have to be able to be bored. Because what happens when you're bored is you often get your best ideas when you're bored. So I find that when I'm just sat here, like I have a notepad here, right? And literally I'll just sit in front of it and I'm not on my phone. I've got my laptop open, but there's nothing on it. I've just got my YouTube analytics open on it. And I'm just like sat looking at my notepad and thinking, what do I do? What could I make a video about? And then that's when like this idea for this video just came up, because I'm like, oh, right now I'm kind of bored. You know, it'd be nice now to go play some video games. It'd be nice to, you know, watch some YouTube, watch a film or whatever. But no, I just sat here, you know, bored. And then this idea for this video came up, and like, this is another video that might be some valuable insights to someone who's watching this right now. And that was it. Jotted down some notes, started recording, and you know, it helps, like being able to be, the capability of being bored is going to help you in like being a creator or a content creator. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then I definitely think that deleting social media to allow you kind of natural thoughts and opinions to bubble up to the surface, rather than letting content squash that down to the bottom, is going to be beneficial to you, because your brain has all the ideas in it already, right? Your brain has all the stuff that you need to like talk about on videos, or to draw if you're an artist, or to whatever, right? Whatever it is you do, if you're a writer or whatever you do, all the information's there in your brain, in your head, all the ideas. But when you're constantly saturating your brain with content from other people, especially like dopamine, you know, intensity, or like content like that, like entertainment stuff, like TikTok and things, Instagram Reels, you just constantly kind of occupy your brain's space with other people's shit, right? And you don't allow any of your own thoughts to come up to the surface. So the ability to be bored is a good one. I think it's one that a lot of people in my generation would benefit from, being able to just be bored. I think a lot of people call this like raw dogging life, right? Like I've seen videos where it's like people raw dogging a flight, where they're just sat there and they don't have any headphones, they don't have their phone, they've got no pillow or anything, and they're just sort of sat on the flight, just like just waiting there for like 2 hours, right? 3 hours. And I think that's like something that I would like to actually be able to do, you know, just be able to do that, just sit and just be a human and not have to necessarily do anything. And I think that's an important skill to have, rather than sort of being reliant on dopamine constantly and content constantly. So yeah, that was kind of just like an unexpected kind of benefit, I guess, or side effect of not having social media, deleting social media. And I feel like that's helped me with the YouTube channel. It's helped me with, you know, my creativity and stuff. I mean, when I deleted social media, you can go back into my channel and see, I deleted social media about 13 months ago. And before that point, I was uploading very inconsistently, didn't have any ideas, didn't have the motivation to do it. And then after I deleted social media, I gradually started posting, you know, like once every week, and then like once every 2 days. And then it was like once every day for like 2 months or something. And like, you know, I just gradually became more and more consistent with YouTube. And yeah, it's just been a positive thing. So yeah, hopefully you got some value out of that. Just nice little insight that you might not have thought about if you were thinking about deleting social media. So hopefully one of you out there who's watching this found that potentially helpful. If you're interested in spending less time on social media, if you've already got it and want to keep it, I've got a free course below, completely free. You can go check that out. Take about an hour to complete. It's just a bunch of videos, me walking through a PowerPoint. Go join that, and yeah, let me know what you think. All right, bro. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.